International Year on the Elimination of Child Labor provides us the opportunity to appraise and address the challenges posed by COVID-19 and to accelerate the progress towards the goals set by the Sustainable Development Goals Target 8.7, which seeks to end child labor by 2025. In order to ensure all-inclusive and collective efforts, the National Steering Committee on Child Labor decided on absolute children participation in 2021 World Day Against Child Labor. To this end, national efforts and other intervention programs meant to mitigate the effect of child labor, which have been made by the federal government under President Muhammadu Buhari, will be presented to the Children's Parliament by the Permanent Secretary, who is also Mr. Alliance of Nigeria.
Child labor is a very disturbing trend in our nation today. We have been given opportunity to make our contributions towards ending child labor. I want you to lend your voices to this discussion as we look forward to a fruitful outcome.
As the day highlights the need to protect children by promoting international standards on child labor, raising awareness of its importance, and advocating for basic rights for children. The theme for the year, Act Now, End Child Labor, and the commemoration of 2021 as the International Year for the Elimination of Child Labor are apt as they all call for concerted efforts by stakeholders to address the staggering number of children still engaged in child labor. Although there are several international conventions and local legislations in place for their protection, it is estimated that 72 million children are still engaged in child labor in Africa, while 62 million are in Asia and in the Pacific. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 crisis has exacerbated the level of poverty of this vulnerable population following massive job losses and the consequential effect of the closure or scale down of several businesses. The result is an increase in the number of children working in the supply chains to help supplement the income of their families at home. While we commend the recent validation of the 2020 to 2025 National Policy on Child Labor and the National Action Plan, the truth is that the elimination of child labor can only become a reality if stakeholders accelerate the implementation of the assigned rules and the action pledges as we all count down to zero child labor in 2025.
The child labor in Nigeria. We applaud the commitment of the Ministry of Labor and the ILO for building strong partnership of all social partners to unite child labor in Nigeria. We commend the Ministry for leading the campaign on Alliance 8.7 as a flagship campaign in Nigeria. NLC believes that ending child labor in Nigeria is key to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals.
Children here, you are all lucky. You may or you may not escape child labor. Because child labor is defined as any work you do when you are any work you do when you are not yet 18. It means that child labor is a trap and could catch anyone before you get to 18. May you not be caught by that trap. Then secondly, we are concerned about child labor. What is the root cause of child labor in the first place? We are talking about the children that are already born. What about those that are yet unborn? That will be made to flood the world because their parents are poor and have nothing to food. If you do not have money to eat, can you send your child to school? No. So we should also extend the cover to our people by making sure that everybody is gainfully employed as a parent, even if it is just informal sector. Have something to do so that you can value your child, so that your child does not repeat the poverty you are going through.
You will all agree with me that the team is very apt in view of the urgent need to address issues of survival for our children. Not just survival, but development, participation, and protection of our dear children. I wish to use this opportunity to appreciate the Committee of Experts of the African Union on the Rights and Welfare of the Child for adopting this team. You may wish to be informed that Africa's Agenda for Children 2040 was the result of conclusions from a high-level conference held in Addis Ababa from 20th to 21st November 2015 to assess the status of the rights of children in Africa 25 years following the adoption of Children's Charter as part of the commemoration activities of the 25th anniversary of the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child. The 2040 Agenda is guided by 10 aspirations, which include providing effective continental framework for advancing children's rights, the existence of an effective child-friendly national legislative, policy and institutional framework in all member states, the registration of every child's birth and other vital statistics, that every child survives and has a healthy childhood, that every child grows up well-nourished and with access to the necessities of life, that every child benefits from quality education, that every child is protected against violence, exploitation, neglect, and abuse, that children benefit from a child's